seat, Jeanette recognized her mother's car.
My brother crawled under the garage. When it opened a few inches, the first thing I told him was to run.
But her attacker was already at it. He got out of the car and started walking toward him. At only 15, Paul knew he wouldn't stand a chance, but he chose to fight him anyway. He grabbed a screwdriver from the counter and ran at him. The man then immediately disarmed him and started punching him in the face, over and over. Restrained by the handcuffs and the rope around her leg, Jeanette couldn't do anything except watch in horror as the man dragged her brother inside the house. As soon as they entered, they came face to face with Rosalia, Jeanette's mother. She attempted to fight the man and successfully separated him from her son. Then, Paul rushed toward the kitchen cabinet and pulled out a frying pan from it. He tried to help his mom, but once again, the man disarmed him before he could do anything and turned the improvised weapon against Rosalia, striking her repeatedly until she fell to the ground.
I remember hearing my mom screaming, and it went quiet. I couldn't hear much after that. And I see the man rush back into the garage and into the car. And when I seen blood on his face, I was like, did you kill them? And he just started laughing, and I just started to cry. I was like, I didn't know if he had killed them. I didn't know, like, if they were there anymore, if he had killed them. And I was just thinking with the blood on his face that they were gone. My family was gone.
Driving like a madman, Jeanette's kidnapper cut through some of her neighbor's bushes. Fighting through her restraints, she managed to turn around and take one last look at her house before they turned the corner. She felt an overwhelming feeling of relief when she made eye contact with Rosalia, running amok behind the car. Her face was heavily wounded and covered in blood, but at least she was alive. Not far behind, her brother Paul was painfully limping towards some bystanders, waving his arm in the air and screaming for help. As soon as the car passed the corner, Jeanette started to scream at the other drivers passing by, slamming her shoulder against the window in an attempt to catch their attention. But her undertaking didn't go unnoticed, as her attacker immediately grabbed the screwdriver from earlier and violently attacked her. After being hit twice, she moved out of his reach.
I just remember sliding down, laying there and looking up at the ceiling of the car and just thinking to myself, I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna die.
Back at the house, after the police arrived, Rosalia was refusing to get into the ambulance. She was trying to explain everything that happened to the detective and the other officers, but her condition kept getting worse by the minute, and her panicked state didn't do much to help. So after they secured Paul, they had to force her onto a stretcher against her will. They were both sent to the nearest hospital.
To a mother, I don't care what happened to you, you thinking in your kids, but I don't can do anything. I don't can do anything. I don't protect my kids.
With their only witnesses gone, the police had barely any information to work with. From the get-go, they knew that Jeanette had been kidnapped and that someone broke into the house, cut the phone cords, and attacked them before leaving with her. But other than that, all they had was the crime scene.
One of the first things that I did notice in the garage was a lot of blood. I knew at that point this was a very violent crime. You start thinking, are we going to bring her home alive?
Heather Randall, the detective assigned to the case,